I'm pretty good at drinking beer.
Guys, it's Friday, probably the day of the week that most of us look forward to. Me, I've been busier than I'll get out all day today, trying to resolve some stuff for Sam. You know how awesome it is when you realize that none of your crap is working out, and you're like, what the heck? And you find out that the IRS has your wrong address. Nothing like dialing that number and hearing that your estimated wait is well over 30 minutes. Awesome. As promised, we are going to be looking at the Flying Fish Hopfish IPA. But before we do that, I just got back from the gun store, and see, this is why it's almost best to actually have to work 5 days a week, because you go to the gun store and you buy stuff. I was there to pick up a few things. As you guys know, there it is. There is the replacement lower from our guns for Ms. Bomey's Bling Bling gun. I noticed right out of the box, it's got a spot where the nickel boron is already scratched off. Whatever. After the way this all went down, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do with this. Here's the problem. I started polishing the upper, so unless I can find someone that wants to buy it as a complete set as is, because they're gonna Duracoat it or something like that, I might be faced with no choice but to polish the whole thing. What the heck I do with the broken one? And I'm not sure what's going to happen yet. A YouTube friend of mine asked me about this, and originally they told me they wanted me to send this back to them. So if I have to send it back to them, then nothing's going to happen to it. But I know there's grips out there that make up for that dog ear being broken. So if that's the case, a YouTube friend of mine, and you know who you are, will probably end up getting this. But I think they want it back. As far as the rest of it goes, though, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I know Ms. Bomey said, screw it, I don't want that from my Bling Bling gun. And then picked up another polymer AR lower. This is from a company called Omni. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty much typical of all the rest of them I've seen. And then I got two LRB Arms lowers and two Palmetto State Armory lowers. And I know I told you the next nonconformist handgun, because everybody that really knows me know that I'm not really a Glock fan, but yeah, a G23 still has that new gun smell. So that was the trip to the gun store today, so I really hope I have a job next week. Oh, and something else I've been wanting to do, we got the mag couplers here on 210 rounders. Yeah. Now we got the Butler Creek 25 rounder. So yeah, I know this was a beer channel, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, here we go. This is from Tom R. It's his channel. See, dude, you're like me. When I started my YouTube channel over there, I was like, I only had it to favorite videos and be able to do a little bit of commenting. I never thought it would amount to anything. Otherwise, I would have used something a little bit more tactical. Well, we're gonna go with the hammer on this one. I'm gonna drop the hammer on it. Yes, so she doesn't get mad at me. I have to remember to take a look at the focus. Yeah, there you go. That's the bottle cap, and no mystery sayings or anything like that on the inside. And that. Here we go.
This is for me.
Is that for you?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Do you want it? I'm making steak tonight on the grill and mushrooms, and one of the things that I always make sure I have from my mushrooms is just some kind of a Chardonnay, and evidently Ms. Bomey thinks that, yeah, I mean, let me back up. Yes, honey, this is for you. I wanted you to have a nice glass of white wine with your meal tonight.
This is better than...
Oh, no way. You get out of my zone. This is beer. That's wine. Hey, just as a feedback thing, she's actually thinking about doing wine reviews.
Well, not just wine.
Well, alcohol reviews?
Alcohol in general.
Spirits? Would you start a new channel, or did you make it on your own?
I don't know yet. I haven't thought about how I do that.
Thank you. Footnote. Sonoran Desert Prepper has started another channel called Tactical Homebrew. I'll put a link below. He kind of did what I did. He wanted to be able to separate his gun stuff from the alcohol. Dude, seriously? You lost a whole bunch of subscribers when you did a beer review? I say screw them. They sucked in the first place. But here's a question for you. In the case of Ms. Bomey, she has a cooking channel. She likes to do mix it up with the shooting, which is probably good because a pot roast gets her about 100 views and a AR-15 gets her about 600 views. But just to vote, I'm looking for everyone to answer this question that sees this video. Should she start another channel dedicated to spirits? And we're not. Yeah, you could do that too. Paranormal and Chardonnay. You think it'd be better to start another channel, or you think it's cool to incorporate wine and alcohol reviews intermingled with her cooking stuff? If you want to try that, I'm not going to need all of it. I bought it for the mushrooms because I didn't want to steal one of your bottles of wine.
I don't have any bottles of wine.
You want something? I'll go get you something.
My rack is empty. No pun intended, because I know how you all think out there.
Check, please.
I'm just saying.
Well, if you want, as soon as I'm done with this, I'll come check out your rack.
See how empty it is? Then you can
Yeah.
fill it.
I thought you had something in there.
I have one bottle of wine that I have left over from my birthday. That was a couple months back.
To answer your question, I bought that because it was the cheapest thing I could find.
Oh. Well, you know, sometimes cheap
I know.
wine is the best
it
wine.
turns out to be really good.
Yeah, okay.
I don't remember what it was. Canyon Oaks,
Well, it's a California wine. Chardonnay.
2011.
Well, it wasn't too bad of a year.
Yeah, I just need a cup and a half, 2 cups for my mushrooms.
I'm just saying that steak and wine go good. You know, just as well as steak and beer goes.
Everything goes good with beer.
I'm just saying. Okay, I'll let you get back to your beer review now that I busted it.
You wanna touch the new Glock?
No, I don't.
You love Glocks, don't you?
No. I'm probably gonna get hate mail for that too.
Oh, it's just not for you. I'm still
No.
trying to find. Here, does anybody know of a large caliber pistol? Because when I first started carrying, I say to her, I'm gonna get a carry gun. She goes, oh yeah, what are you thinking about getting? I'm thinking about getting a Walter PPK. She goes, isn't that the Bond gun? And I go, yeah. She goes, what's that chambered in? I said, it's a 380. She goes, Jesus Christ. Do you want to piss him off or kill him? So she bought me that EAA 10mm. And that was my daily carry for about 4 years. And after seeing some of the ballistics on that, the reason I don't mainly carry that is A, it's a bigger gun, but if you see the kinetic energy of a 10mm round, I probably could kill like a whole line of people. And as long as they're all bad guys, that's good. If they're friendly behind, so that's why I kind of downsized on that a little bit. But problem is not a lot of arm and wrist strength, so everything that I thought she would be happy with, she cannot rack it. And if you can't rack the damn gun, I mean, I can't.
Well, it can't be a 20-pound, you know.
Yeah, I know. I can't. Yeah, she really wanted the SR 40C, and that I think has is it a 22 or a 23-pound guide rod spring? That's like a. Yeah, we're gonna get to this. Just shut up, Ray.
Don't pick on Ray. Don't pick on my friend Ray.
Ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for that.
Sounds like Alex. If your video was in 3 minutes or less, I'm not watching.
So basically, it has to be a 40, a 45, a 40 or a 45, and it needs to be fairly small because it's probably not going to be a physically carried conceal and carry. It'll probably be a purse gun, but it shouldn't be gigantic, and it has to be something that she can function.
Gave everybody my grocery list.
I personally think you would really like that one that I sold before we even dated, that my Kimber CDP. The 45 is a pretty easy gun to rack back, but
I like the Kimbers.
That's I don't know how I'd feel about that tumbling around in your purse all the time. That's a $1,400 pistol.
Oh, I don't think so.
I should just drink while we talk, okay? As you saw, it had good carbonation. Well, we're all way behind here. Deep. Yeah, it's a really beautiful color. Nice and, well, the glass is, yeah, it's got kind of a deep amber. Smells good. This is I should old age is a terrible thing. It's not a really heavy hoppy as in pine and the grapefruit. Oh, by the way, you wouldn't like it anyway because you don't like beer. You'll probably see a review on it next week. Shells has got a grapefruit beer, and she says a lot of people give this curled up look, and I go, well, grapefruit is a trade mark of a really hoppy beer as far as a sort of a taste. It's not actually made with grapefruit, but yeah, it actually wasn't that bad. Maybe just a little too on the sweet side for me, but Shells, that's a Wisconsin. So, oh, where were we? Well, this initial, it's dry. It's a lot drier in a lot of them. It doesn't have a really heavy initial sweetness to it. Kind of a bread or a biscuit up front. An earthy hoppiness to it. Are you gonna plug a nipple on that, or are you just gonna stand there and read the bottle?
Well, it's a golden straw color with a complex aroma of melon and stone fruit.
You get 2 reviews in one.
With a subtle nuisance of oak and vanilla.
A nuisance of oak and vanilla?
No, I can't read that.
Nuance?
Nuance.
Nuance of oak.
Sorry.
I say, why are they bragging that something's going to be a nuisance? If that was the case, nobody'd have children.
And mine has premium grapes. Does yours have premium hops?
Well, I don't know anything about this. Classic English style IPA. Plenty of hop bitterness and balanced complex malt characteristics. Floral and citrus hop finish. No, there's no damn grapes in this one.
What's the difference between that, a lager, and a regular beer?
Like a domestic, a Pilsner?
Mm-hmm.
Pilsner's, it's all in the flavor and the Well,
And how they do the hops?
you're not gonna get the hoppiness isn't by nature going to be in like a pilsner. And that's why people like Paul, when they have like a heavy hitter, they don't really like that because they're not really used to that
Flavor.
that citrus hit. I mean, a really hoppy beer kind of has a taste of pine and grapefruit. This one actually is a lot more mellow than that, and it's surprisingly dry with a more. You actually get a more of an initial that bread or that biscuit than you do the hoppiness of the pine.
Well, you have a hoppy good time with your beer. I'm going upstairs and might have to try this. Cheers, Lars, wherever you are.
Cheers. This one might be in record territory for how long it took me to actually drink the damn beer.
And sorry that the video is so long because I kept talking.
Yeah, it's all your fault. Would have actually been a 4-minute review. Yeah, nobody's buying that, not even me. This, boy, I tell you, of all the ones that have talked about the hops and the hoppiness, this one is probably one of the more unique ones. And it's not, yeah, some people say unique. Well, you know, Terry's kids are very unique. It's just that dry bread and the hops all kind of together gives you, like I said, something unlike all the rest of them that I've had. It's not bad at all. There is I can also get, like, on the end of it, you get more of that floral edge to it. That's kind of like more when you get the little bit of the sweetness is right at the end. So yeah, the complexity of it is actually, you know, is actually kind of cool, because it's kind of ever changing there through the taste sensation. Heavy hoppiness bomb? No, this is. If you've got someone that's actually thinking about, you know, hey Eric, I see you're drinking all those heavy hoppy beers, and I'm kind of thinking about trying something like that, but I drink PBR all my life, and which one do you think I should start with? Yeah, I think this would be a good hoppy training beer. You know, those people that just want to add that edge of the characteristic of the hoppiness to their IPA, but it has a nice clean finish. You know, some things I'll use, like, probably because more people would be able to get their hands on it, something like the Sierra Nevada, just Sierra Nevada's regular IPA. I think that has a very kind of a rusty, heavy finish to it, and not necessarily a pleasant one. Where something like this is just very refined on the finish edge. Oh, and Tom, as far as I'm looking forward. I am going to be trying kind of my own little mix tonight. I was at the store, and I kind of like ribeyes. Ribeyes to me are like I think one of the best cuts of meat, one of the most unappreciated. Everyone always is like, ooh, we got to get the porterhouse, or you got to get a T-bone. Nothing against them, still great cuts, but The ribeye is just, you get the right ribeye, and I don't give a shit what anyone says. A ribeye will kick the ass of a porterhouse any day if you get the right one, but you got to be careful because it's also the one that has the most marbling and fat in it, so you got to pick some good ones. And we were at the store, and I only found really one ribeye that I really like, so I got that one for myself, but they had T-bones, and some pretty good looking T-bones on sale, so treat everybody to T-bone. And the campfire potatoes, I think we talked about that. I think Ms. Bomey might have even showed them potatoes, onions, garlic, red, yellow, orange, green peppers in there. Say onion. And you used to, now we make so many of them it just doesn't work out. If you're at the campsite, you would just put them in tin foil, put them off to the back, out of direct heat, 30 minutes before you cook your meal. And then they stay on the grill the whole time you're cooking. So you're looking at anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to get that all cooked up. But I make so many of them now that I actually have a big 2-inch lipped cookie sheet, line that with the aluminum foil, and I put everything. I didn't even line it with the aluminum foil. Put that all in it on butter, plenty of butter. So tonight it's going to be my. And I don't sound like I'm bragging, but my mushrooms always come out very well. And there's so many things that, first of all, if you see those little square containers, you need one of those containers per person. I know it seems like a lot. Every time I go shopping, someone's with me going, holy Christ, what are you buying all those mushrooms for? Well, you cook them and you saute them in the garlic, onion, wine, and butter, and they will cook down to the point where you could probably take 5 or 6 of those trays of mushrooms and put them in the same volume as 2 of those trays. So, E-scale on this guy. This is another one that, not gonna lie, no offense, anytime anyone ever sends me anything, because sometimes you get some really good stuff, and sometimes you don't know if someone's just yanking your chain because it's absolutely nasty. This had a good flavor. If you're really looking for something that's going to be like hop kicking your ass, like kind of hoping that this one here is just a hot bombs. This is not that, but this is still a good one. I would definitely get Flying Fish Hot Fish IPA again. 6.2% I think this was. They do a very good job at hiding that. It doesn't seem. I would have never guessed it if it didn't say that on the. I would have probably been into the 5s, 5.5. So we're almost a whole percentage above that. I have to honestly say that this was good. It's just, the whole reason for the reviewing the beers. Well, actually, it's to try anything. If it's sent to me, I'll give it a try, but it's kind of like that in search of thing. The elusive number 10. If I rate something a 10, should I just, say screw it, turn the lights off, turn the camera off, and just disappear? Heck no, someone else might make a 10. So it's that constant search of, that's kind of why I've kind of set the bar so high. I could be handing out 9s and 10s to all of them, but I really want that one to be like what I feel is the very special one. I'm standing here with an empty glass. So it wasn't bad. I think I'm gonna shoot that a 6.5. 6.5 on the E scale. I keep thinking that whenever I do that because I took it out of the description because actually more people were upset that it was there. Actually, if memory serves, even Bulwark 1911, who thought I should do it, so he gets the credit for us even implementing the E scale. He hasn't even complained about the fact that it's not in the description box. So there's, you actually have to watch it and figure out where I put it. But I always get to the point where I'm like going, should I be doing something like, and then like something flashes there, like 6.5. I don't know if my editing software will allow me to do that. We'll see. But just to One, the Birdman had made some comments about, you know, pouring some really good-looking brews that I was mind effing him, and I just wanted one the Birdman to know that, you know, I don't intentionally do anything cruel. But let's just say that you, my friend, are supposed to be here for the shoot this year, and I know, yeah, you made a video, so it's not like I'm giving up any national secrets. You're dealing with some very, very serious, no bullshit health issues, and mystery. If you can't make it, I understand, but if you are here, last year, as a side note, true funny ass shit. The boys know that one of my favorite things, it still is, but haven't been drinking it as much since finding some of these awesome hoppy stuff, is the Ficker's Oatmeal Stout from our local microbrew. I shit you not. There's every liquor store within 2 miles of my house was all sold out because the shit was all piled up right here. So, Wonder Birdman, if you're here, I screwed up. I honestly screwed up. If I knew what I knew now, especially if we were gonna do the when we do the little secret giveaway for subscribers, friends. You guys aren't subscribers. Sorry, the friends beer trade thing. I really wish I would have been thinking I would have bought a whole bunch of that Bell's Hop Slam just to have some on hand. I don't have any of it. If I had 3 of them, I'd give up those 3 so that you guys could try it. Oof, that Bell's. Ooh, I got to get a couple of these too. You know. Well, here, sorry. Talk about it. The mini kegs. Oberon. It's another seasonal from Bell's. Just awesome. I've also gotten the Two-Hearted Ale as a mini keg. That's another one that will be in the box to somebody. Ooh, wasted. So, Wonder Birdman, this one is a cheers for you. I don't want you to think I'm teasing you or anything, but oh man, this. I can't believe that some brewery right here in this shithole town actually makes something this good. Actually, we took the, as you guys know, because the whole thing for Samantha and her move to Texas right now has been once again put on the back burner. Her roommate that was moving down with her, you guys know as my beer bitch Dan. Dan's apartment situation ran out on the 1st because he was planning on being in Texas also. So I've got got everyone. I got the kids all here. So we went out to a little mom and pop shop, a restaurant down the street here, and voila! They've got bent paddle, both the black and the this hoppy lovely mixture on tap, and it wasn't anything to complain about on tap, let me tell you. I'm not sure if the after party was the fore party, and it's just another excuse for a few of you to bitch about how long the videos are. But you know, I have fun doing this. I obviously, at the rate in which I'm going, the B&E side is gonna whiz. That's a bad expression to use when you're talking about guys drinking beer. Whiz on past the e-bomy side of it, but you know, it's like, hey, I think the friends list is pretty good over here, and we got beer over here. And the camera is telling me that the battery's about to die, so maybe we'll just run it out. What are we gonna look at next? Today's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I definitely want to hit this. Operation Triple Cross Belgium IPA, 7.3%. So it's going to be, it's going to be up there a little bit. At Phillips Brewing Company, the chocolate porter, stout, chocolate porter was, that was really mild. Someone that's a beer person and a chocolate person, I think would actually really be digging that. But this, anything where a airplane is bombing the shit out of someone with hops is right up my alley. So that's what that's going right there. That's going up on deck. So again, thanks Tom. And I think I started talking and I never finished my sentence. The hot sauce that you sent, I plan on making a little mix of that and like A1, mix it together, and that is going to be a glaze that I plan on putting on my ribeye tonight. So again, anybody has an idea or suggestion, not only is the stuff I would like answered for Ms. Bomey, but the future for this thing is up in the air. Possibly sell this as it is if someone wants to Duracoat it. It was a lot of work. I know it's got fingerprints and shit all over it right now, but I had that thing completely mirrored. And as a side note, if this was really, really a high quality nickel boron finish, should I have been able to do it that easily? And like I said, you guys watched me open up the package. I literally opened that package up. I did not open it up while I was up at the gun shop, and it will be in a visible spot. Maybe I'm over critiquing it, but right there, see that? Out of the box, it's got a nick right there, and I don't even want to have to try to prove. Well, maybe I could do it with this one because I really didn't. You can actually leave physical marks. Maybe they polish out. I should be fair about what I say, but what really worried me about this is how easily it could actually fall and just brush up against something. And I don't really have anything that I really want to use to. I don't want to be mean to it. I just want to be, fair. It's like if you had it. If you had it actually just touch something, I didn't do that hard, and it does leave a physical line in there. And of course this one actually has already had some polishing done on it because it started off life looking just like the lower one. And I was working on this. Actually, I started working on this and I'm just like, wait a second, let's stop. I do not have a barrel. I do not have a barrel for Ms. Bomey's gun, but I have everything I need to complete the lower, and that's when I started cleaning it up. So, anybody has a suggestion? Possibly just sell this. I just ran it till the battery died, but since I wasn't done talking, I'll just finish the thought and we'll get out of here. Sorry. Basically, my scenarios is I'm gonna have to make the whole thing look like shiny, or someone may want it that is just planning on doing something else with it, or there's contacting my good friend Jim with Florida Custom Weapon Finishing, and to send them the whole thing and have them do something with it. But I hate to sink any more money into this one. I just want to be able to build Ms. Bomey's bling bling gun. Right now, if it wasn't for this, I would have a completed lower, and the upper is missing. The upper was missing a barrel and a handguard, and she's only. There's only more fuel in that fire, and the fact that there's like this competition to see who can finish theirs first, her or Travis, and I think Travis, you're going to be a winner on this one. So, Guys, go. Lord knows how long this turned out. I don't really care. Tomorrow, we're gonna look at the Phillips Hop Nation, and I'm gonna finish my bent paddle. But at least I'm not teasing one to Birdman. And like I said, the links will be below. Tom, thanks for the beer. She was a 6.5 in the hot sauce. I plan on trying that out tonight. I think it'll make a nice glaze for a steak right off the grill. If not, there's always chips and pizza. That'll be awesome on pizza. And definitely check out the link below if you like my man Sonoran Desert Prepper. Go check out his new channel. Seriously, go check out his new channel. We're all here for the beer. So, see you guys tomorrow. E out here. I plead the second. That's right.
Ball. I love the nightlife. I love my Bud Light. I like 'em cold.